What's buzzing in the tech and finance world? Qualcomm Pulse is here to break it all down. We've got MBL Wealth LLC making big moves with Broadcom Inc. But that's not all. McAdam LLC is adjusting their positions in Broadcom Inc. And Acadian Asset Management LLC is stepping up their investment. And the action continues with Geneos Wealth Management Inc., also boosting their stake in Broadcom Inc. Plus, we'll dive into insider activity from Hock E and Kirsten M. You don't want to miss this. Stick around and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. MBL Wealth LLC makes significant Broadcom investment. Get ready for a major financial play. MBL Wealth LLC has significantly increased its stake in Broadcom Inc., adding over $2 million in holdings and boosting their position by a remarkable 24.8% in the first quarter. This strategic move saw them acquire an additional 2,612 shares, bringing their total ownership to 13,129 shares, now valued at an impressive $2.198 million. This isn't just a small bump, it's a substantial addition to their portfolio, showing strong confidence in Broadcom's semiconductor manufacturing prowess. Many other institutional investors and hedge funds are also actively managing their positions in Broadcom, with several new stakes initiated by firms like Barnes Denig Private Wealth Management LLC, Cheviot Value Management LLC, Inlight Wealth Management LLC, Sunbeam Capital Management LLC, and Vermilion Wealth Management Inc. It's clear that Broadcom is a hot stock, with institutional investors now holding a massive 76.43% of its shares. Adding to the intrigue, Broadcom's own CEO, Hock E and CFO, Kirsten M have recently made significant stock sales. Tan sold over 117,000 shares for nearly $30 million, while Spears offloaded more than 56,000 shares valued at over $14 million. These insider transactions, totaling hundreds of thousands of shares and hundreds of millions in value over the last 90 days, are definitely turning heads in the financial community. Despite these sales, insiders still hold a notable 2% of the company. The market is reacting to these developments. Broadcom stock has seen significant analyst attention, with price targets being raised and buy ratings from major firms like Piper Sandler and Oppenheimer. This surge in interest, coupled with strong quarterly earnings that beat expectations and a consistent dividend payout, paints a picture of a company poised for continued growth, even amidst insider selling. But what does this mean for your portfolio? Stay tuned as we break down the latest analyst upgrades and insider moves impacting Broadcom Inc. McAdam LLC adjusts Broadcom holdings. In the dynamic world of semiconductor investments, McAdam LLC has recently trimmed its holdings in Broadcom Inc. by 9.3% during the first quarter. This adjustment means they now hold 7,378 shares, a reduction from their previous position, with their stake now valued at $1.235 million. This move comes as other major players are making significant shifts. Vanguard Group Inc. has increased its stake, adding over 2 million shares, while Price T. Rowe Associates Inc. MD saw a massive 37.8% boost, acquiring over 17 million shares. Nuveen LLC also entered the scene with a substantial new position. These institutional giants are clearly positioning themselves strategically within Broadcom, which currently sees institutional investors holding a commanding 76.43% of the company's stock. Adding another layer to the story, Broadcom's top executives, CEO Hock E and CFO Kirsten M have recently engaged in significant stock transactions. Tan sold 40,000 shares for over $10 million, and Spears sold 36,350 shares for more than $9 million. These insider sales, part of a larger trend where insiders have sold hundreds of millions in recent months, are always a point of keen observation for investors. The financial community is abuzz with analyst commentary. Firms like TD Cowen and Truist Financial have recently raised their price targets for Broadcom, reinforcing a general buy sentiment among analysts, with a consensus rating of buy and an average price target of $351.92. This activity, alongside Broadcom's solid quarterly performance and dividend, continues to draw attention. Will these strategic shifts by major firms like McAdam LLC and institutional giants impact Broadcom's trajectory? Discover how these portfolio adjustments and insider trades are shaping the future of Broadcom Inc. Acadian Asset Management LLC significantly boosts Broadcom's stake. Acadian Asset Management LLC has made a powerful statement in the semiconductor market, dramatically increasing its stake in Broadcom Inc. by a substantial 72.6% in the first quarter. This aggressive move added 269,763 shares to their portfolio, bringing their total holdings to 641,538 shares, now valued at an impressive $107 million. This isn't an isolated event. Other asset managers are also actively participating in Broadcom's market. PARUS Finance UK Limited saw a massive 175.3% increase in its stake, while Keener Financial Planning LLC, Diversify Wealth Management LLC, OMNI 360 Wealth Inc., and Gamco Investors Inc. et al. Have all reported increases in their holdings. This collective buying activity underscores a strong institutional confidence in Broadcom, with these investors now controlling a significant 76.43% of the company's stock. Adding to the complex picture of Broadcom's stock activity, two of its directors, Justine Page and Henry Samueli, have recently sold shares. Page sold 800 shares, while Samueli divested over 473,000 shares, totaling significant value. These insider sales, while notable, occur within the context of a larger trend of insider transactions, which have seen substantial volume and value over the past quarter. Wall Street is taking notice. Analysts at KeyCorp and Wells Fargo & Company have recently revised their price objectives upwards, with KeyCorp issuing an overweight rating. The consensus among analysts remains strong, with a buy rating and an average price target of $351.92, according to Qualcomm Pulse. This optimistic outlook, combined with Broadcom's robust financial performance and consistent dividend, continues to fuel investor interest. What does this massive influx of capital from Acadian Asset Management LLC and other major players mean for Broadcom's valuation? Get ready to dive deep into the latest analyst upgrades and insider transactions that are moving the market for Broadcom Inc. Geneos Wealth Management Inc. elevates Broadcom investment. Geneos Wealth Management Inc. is making waves in the semiconductor sector, significantly increasing its investment in Broadcom Inc. by 27.9% in the first quarter. This strategic expansion involved acquiring an additional 13,978 shares, bringing their total ownership to 64,130 shares, now valued at over $10.7 million. This isn't just a solo move. Other institutional investors are also actively participating. IFM Investors Thai Limited and Acorns Advisors LLC have both grown their positions, while Blue Rock Wealth Management LLC initiated a new stake. Fortis Capital Advisors LLC and Bellpoint Asset Management LLC have also substantially increased their holdings, reflecting a broad institutional confidence in Broadcom's market position. Currently, hedge funds and other institutional investors command a commanding 76.43% of the company's stock. Adding to the ongoing narrative of Broadcom's stock activity, Director Henry Samueli and Director Gayla J. Deli have recently offloaded shares. Samueli's sale of nearly 474,000 shares amounts to over $125 million, while Deli sold 3,000 shares for nearly $800,000. These significant insider transactions are part of a larger pattern of insider sales seen over the past 90 days, totaling hundreds of millions. Analysts are weighing in with positive outlooks. KeyCorp and Truist Financial have recently raised their price targets for Broadcom, with KeyCorp issuing an overweight rating. The overall sentiment from analysts, as tracked by Qualcomm Pulse, remains a buy rating with an average price target of $351.92. This positive analyst coverage, coupled with Broadcom's solid earnings reports and consistent dividend, continues to attract investor attention. How will this increased investment from Geneos Wealth Management Inc. and other key players impact Broadcom's market performance. Don't go anywhere as we uncover the latest analyst insights and insider trading activities affecting Broadcom Inc. That's a wrap on today's market movers. MBL Wealth LLC, McAdam LLC, Acadian Asset Management LLC, and Geneos Wealth Management Inc. have all adjusted their significant stakes in Broadcom Inc. We also saw key insider transactions from Broadcom's leadership. Don't miss out on future market insights. Like this video, subscribe to Qualcomm Pulse, ring that notification bell, and follow us on all our social channels for real-time updates.